Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to NHL Draft Pros.
Shoots, he scores!
All right, the 2025 NHL Draft is finally here, and I'm going to be dropping my final mock for the top 32 prospects in this year's draft. And if you're into hockey content, please hit that subscribe and like button. We are approaching 14,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate the help. Thanks. And if you want to see some individual scouting reports on some of these prospects, head over to NHL Draft Pros on YouTube or hit the icon below this video, and that will bring you to our homepage. So the draft is next week, and we are going to go through the top 32, starting at number 1 with the New York Islanders. And who are they going to select first overall? Well, I'm a little bit biased, so I'm going to go with Michael Misa from the Saginaw Spirit. He had 134 points in 65 games. He's a 6'1", almost 200-pound center or winger. And yeah, you know, the reason why I went with Michael Misa, I might be a little bit biased. I've been watching the Saginaw Spirit for the past 3 years a lot and went to the Memorial Cup, and I just think he brings all of those elements that a top player should have to be a very productive NHLer. So yeah, I just love everything about his game. He's got speed, he's got the hands, he's got grit. Yeah, he's just my favorite right now. So I'm going to go Michael Misa, number 1 to the New York Islanders. And at number 2, well, there's no surprise here. The San Jose Sharks are going to go with the consensus number 1 ranked player, and that is Matthew Schaefer of the Erie Otters. He had 22 points in 17 games in a shortened season. He's 6'2", 185-pound left shot D. You know, he could probably go first overall too, and so, I mean, it's a 50-50 shot here, but he's got skating and he's got the scoring touch, but small sample size. So I'm going to stay away from him at number 1 and go Matthew Schaefer at number 2 to the San Jose Sharks. So at number 3, we have the Chicago Blackhawks. And there's been a lot of talk of who they're going to take third overall. And I like Anton Frondel in this discussion. So he is third on my list. And if you look at the numbers, 25 points in 29 games in the Allsvenskan. He's 6'1", 200-pound centerman. Yeah, you know what? That bodes well for Chicago. They'd be set up the middle with Bedard at number 1 and Frondel at number 2. I mean, you know, they've been saying shades of Barkov for Frondel. So, I mean, you can't go wrong, especially after seeing what the Florida Panthers did in the playoffs and winning their second Stanley Cup in 2 years. So, yeah, you know what? He's big. He's strong. He got the best shot probably in this draft class. He's going number 3 to the Chicago Blackhawks. At number 4, we got the Utah newly named Mammoth. And who are they going to go with? Now, I'm going with one of the best passers, playmakers in this draft, and that is James Hagens. He had 34 points in 34 games. This is regular season. He's 5'11" and 180-pound center. And, you know, the reason why is Utah's gone big the last few years, but you can't pass up skill like James Hagens has. And so I think they're going to inject a little bit of skill into their lineup, and James Hagens fits that bill. He is just so smart on the ice, sees the ice extremely well, and I know that he's going to have a monster year next year in the NCAA, mark my words. So I'm going with James Hagens, number 4 to the Utah Mammoth. And at number 5, we got the Nashville Predators, and so they kind of lucked out and are going to go with the big pesky forward, Porter Martone. Had 98 points in 57 games. He's 6'3", 200-pound winger. And yeah, he brings a lot of skill to the game. Now, you know what? He's got a great shot, but I would call him more of a passer as well. And you can't go wrong with a player like him on your team. He is that playoff-style player. He's going to get in your face. He's going to put up some points. Porter Martone to the Nashville Predators at number 5. Moving on to number 6, we got the Philadelphia Flyers. And what are they going to do? Well, they lucked out because they're going to land Caleb Desnoyers from the Q, 84 points in 56 games, 6'2", 180-pound center. And he had a great Q playoffs, had 30 points in 19 games in the playoffs. He had an injury to his wrist, so wasn't really that productive at the Memorial Cup. But he's another one with a lot of skill. He's a great 200-foot player. And I think that the Flyers cannot pass up Caleb Desnoyers at number 6. And at number 7, we got the Boston Bruins. And who are they going to go with? Well, they're going to go with another black and gold team, and that is the Brantford Bulldogs. Jake O'Brien, 98 points in 66 games in the OHL, 6'2", 170-pound center. And yeah, you want to talk about a magician with a puck on his stick? That is Jake O'Brien. He is a great passer. Got a nice shot, as you see right there too. And I think there's more room to develop. Once he gets a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, he's going to be a tough one to knock off the puck. So Jake O'Brien at number 7 to the Boston Bruins. At number 8, we got the Seattle Kraken. And who are they going to go with? The big booming D from Seattle, Radim Murka, 6'6", 200-pound right shot D, 35 points in 43 games in the WHL. Very nice numbers. And yeah, he's another one that came over from Czechia, playing in the Meds League over there, and absolutely had a great season with the Seattle Thunderbirds. And like I said, the numbers don't lie. And he's a big one, covers a lot of the ice, pretty decent skater for his size. And right-hand D are at a premium for the NHL, especially come draft day. So we are going to go with Radim Murka to the Seattle Kraken at number 8. Number 9, we have the Buffalo Sabres. They have a lot of draft choices in the past few years, and they're going to add a little sandpaper, a little grit to their lineup, and that is Brady Martin from the Sioux Greyhounds. He had 72 points in 57 games, 6 feet, 180-pound centerman. Yeah, if you want to add some energy to your team, well, look no further than Brady Martin, because he is just a machine when he steps on the ice. Absolutely hammers guys body checking wise, and can shoot the puck, as you can see in this clip here. So I think Buffalo Sabres needs a little bit of grit like that, and Brady Martin fits the bill at number 9. Number 10, we got the Anaheim Ducks, and who are they going to go with? Another player with high-end motor, and that is Victor Eklund. He had 31 points in 42 games. He's a 5'11", 160-pound right winger, and he's another one that just nonstop when he gets on the ice. Like, you want to talk about absolutely pace type player. Yeah, that's Victor Eklund. And he did really well actually in the Allsvenskan in the men's second division, like I said and showed in the points there. And I just think that he would be a great fit for Anaheim at number 10. And at number 11, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins picking. They're going to go with Roger McQueen, who's a 6'5", 190-pound center. And he had 20 points in 17 games now. He was battling some back issues, but they say he's 100% now, and I think that this might be a really good landing spot for Roger McQueen to develop. He's got some hands. He's a decent skater for his size. Got a little physicality to his game too. So I think that if his back is okay and he is 100%, this might be the steal of the draft at number 11 for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Roger McQueen. And moving on to number 12, and we have the New York Rangers. And who are they going to go with? Now, this pick could be up for grabs for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So either way, I think they'll both go with Jackson Smith, who played for the Tri-City Americans in the WHL, 54 points in 68 games. He's a 6'3", 190-pound left shot D. And yeah, he is a great skater, has a lot of offensive upside, I guess you could say. And the skating is phenomenal, actually. So I think, a little bit of work on other parts of his game is play away from the puck, I guess you could say. But for the most part, this could be a really nice pickup by either Pittsburgh or New York at number 12. Number 13, we got the Detroit Red Wings. And yeah, you know what? They got a type of player that they've been drafting lately. Well, Carter Bear, he is the exact thing that Detroit likes. 82 points in 56 games. He's a 6', 180-pound center or winger. Yeah, he's got a lot of grit to his game. He is a tenacious player. He's all over the ice all the time. Good motor, good pace, good physicality, has a nice shot. He's actually a pretty decent playmaker too. So I think that, Detroit couldn't pass up on Carter Bear at number 13. At number 14, we got the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I think that they need a little bit of spice on the wing. And so we're going to bring in Justin Carbonneau. And he had 89 points in 62 games. He's a 6'1", 192-pound winger. And yeah, you know what? They got a nice youth pool in Columbus. And I think that he would fit really well. And I think that he's closer to NHL ready than most of the prospects in this draft. So to pick him up, who's got some really good scoring tendencies, he can pass. I think that'd be a nice fit for Columbus at number 14. At number 15, we're heading over to Western Canada, and that is the Vancouver Canucks. And who are they going to go with? Well, a kid from the Dub, and that is Braden Coots. 63 points in 60 games. He's a 6', 185-pound centerman. And yeah, you know what? I love Braden Coots. I think he is one of the best all-around players in this draft class. The 63 points, I don't think show him any justice. He's got more potential than that. He had a great U18s, led Team Canada in scoring 12 points in 7 games. So I think that, you know what, you put him on a line with some nice talent, and I think that he could pop off in terms of points. So Braden Coots at number 15 to the Vancouver Canucks. And at number 16, we got the Montreal Canadiens. Actually, they got 16 and 17. So who are they going to take? Well, with their first pick, they're going to add a little toughness to their lineup, and that's Malcolm Spence, 73 points in 65 games. He's a big 6'3", 200-pound left winger. And I think that he would fit really well in Montreal. Like, this kid's got some meanness to his game. He is a hard worker, can score, as you can see in these clips right here. He was battling a mouth injury, and he lost like over 10 pounds, I guess, coming down the stretch of the season. So that might have affected his overall point production. But I mean, he looked really good in the playoffs, I have to admit. So I think that he'd fit really well in Montreal at number 16. All right. Number 17, like I said, the Montreal Canadiens are picking back-to-back here. So who are they going to go with? Well, they need some right shot D. Logan Hensler, he's the next on the list. 12 points in 29 games in the NCAA, and he's a 6'2", 200-pound right shot D. And I think that, there's a little bit more production that can come out his way. As you'll see in this clip right here, he shows a little bit of the finesse, the dangling, the shot right there. But he's a great, great skater for his size. And he covers the ice really well, and he plays well defensively. So, he's got all those skills that a team wants in terms of defense. And I think that Montreal cannot pass up Logan Hensler at number 17. All right, number 18, we got another Canadian team, and that's a Calgary Flames. And they're going to go with the speedster from Arizona, and that is Colin Potter. He had 21 points in 32 games playing in Arizona in the NCAA, and he's a 5'10", 172-pound centerman. And this kid can absolutely just fly out there. He is one of the best skaters in this draft class. And he can also put up some nice points, as you saw in those stats department. And the shot, look at this shot right here. But yeah, I like his overall game. I think that he's better defensively too. And I think so, that speed, the defense, the offensive potential, I like him in Calgary a lot. Colin Potter at number 18. At number 19, we got the St. Louis Blues. And who are they going to go with? Well, they could use some help on the wing. And that is Lyndon Lakovic, who had 58 points in 47 games. He's a 6'4", 185-pound forward, plays center of the wing. And yeah, you know what? This kid has some great, great stick handling abilities. Like, he's just a magician with the puck on his stick. He's got a great shot, and he's big, right? Like I said, and once he learns how to use his size to leverage a little bit more and maybe a little bit more physicality, he is going to be a menace to play against. And so I think that he would do really well for St. Louis, and they got some time to develop him. So he's going number 19 to St. Louis, Lyndon Lakovic. And at number 20, we got Columbus again. And now I think they're going to go with a D here, and I think they're going to go with the tough Kashan Aitchison. 59 points in 64 games, 62, 196-pound left D. And yeah, you want to talk about a shot. He had 26 goals this year as a defenseman. As a defenseman in the OHL, like, look at that cannon of a shot. On the PP, his one-timer is at deadly. Now, the other thing is that he's a very physical player, likes to take the body, and also doesn't mind fighting. So this is the kind of player that Columbus really needs. So I think that he's going to look well at number 20 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, moving on to number 21, we have the Ottawa Senators, and one of my favorite players in this draft, and that is Cole Reshny. And he had 92 points in 62 games. He's a 5'11", 183-pound center. Now, the knock on him is because of his size, but when you put up 92 points in the dub, yeah, that's very impressive. So I think that, Ottawa can't pass up a player like this. Like, he's just so smart with the puck on his stick. And he sees the ice extremely well. Like, he's got that hockey IQ. So I don't think that the size or his skating, they say, is a little off, which is not actually bad. And I think that can get improved. But I love Cole Reshny. So I got him at number 21 to the Ottawa Senators. At number 22, the Flyers' next pick in this draft. Who are they going to go with this time? Well, they're going to go with a D, a right shot D, and that's Blake Fiddler. 33 points in 64 games, 6'4", 210-pound right shot D. Yeah, that fits the Flyers mold. And the thing with Fiddler is he can skate. He's a decent skater for his size already, and he's only 17 years old. So, once he gets that even better, watch out. And the kid can shoot a puck. Watch this clip right here. I want to show this. He didn't put up that many points, but I think that there is some untapped offensive potential there for sure. So I like the Flyers taking him at number 22 with their second first-round pick here. Blake Fiddler. All right, number 23, we got the Nashville Predators again. And what are they going to go with this pick? Well, they're going to take a chance on a kid named Ben Kindle, who played for Calgary in the WHL. He had 99 points in 65 games. Wow. The only thing is, he's 5'10". Again, the NHL, they shy away from those smaller players, but this skill set, I don't know if you can pass up this skill set. And I think that Nashville would be smart to take him here. They have a potential big player with their first pick at number 5. And I think that they could take a chance on a kid with a super skill. And that is Ben Kindle, even though he's a smaller player. So I'm taking him at number 23 to the Nashville Predators. All right, and at number 24, we got the Los Angeles Kings. And what are they going to do? Well, they're going to go with a left shot D, and that is Cameron Reed from the Kitchener Rangers in the OHL. 54 points in 67 games. He's a 6-foot, 175-pound left shot D, like I said. And you know what? He has got some super skill for sure. This kid can skate and dangle with the puck with the best of them. Let me tell you, he could be potentially a steal of the draft. The only thing is he's 6 feet, right? The NHL, they like 6'1", 6'2" plus defensemen. But the skill set on this kid, you can't pass it up, especially at this pick at 24. We're going to go with Cameron Reed to the Los Angeles Kings. And at number 5, we got Chicago's next pick here in the first round. And they're going to take a chance on a kid named Vaclav Nestrasil. He had 42 points in 61 games. He's a 6'5", 185-pound right winger. And he did really, really well in the playoffs for Muskegon. So I think that Chicago can't pass on him at number 25. Vaclav Nestrasil. And moving on to number 26, Nashville, another pick in the first round. And they're going to go with a defenseman this time, Sasha Boumedian, who played for Boston University in the NCAA, 13 points in 40 games. He's a 6'2", 184-pound left shot D. That's a nice pickup for them at number 26. At number 27, we got the Washington Capitals. And they're going to pick up a nice D here by the name of Henry Brustevich. And he had 42 points in 67 games playing for the London Knights. He's a 6'2", 200-pound right shot D, decent skater, decent hands. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice landing spot for Henry Brustevich. Moving on to number 28, we got the Winnipeg Jets. And who are they going to go with? A big player out of the OHL, and that's Jack Nesbitt. 64 points in 65 games. He's a 6'4", 183-pound center. And I think that this is a kid that if you give him enough time to develop and round out his game, he's going to be a really nice pickup. So Winnipeg, they're going to go with Jack Nesbitt at number 28. Moving on to number 29, the Carolina Hurricanes. They need a little toughness in their lineup, and I think that they have to go with Bill Zonin from the Q. 83 points in 64 games. He's 6'2", 190-pound winger. He is a nonstop motor. He has a nonstop motor and absolutely love all his game. So Bill Zonin, 29 to the Carolina Hurricanes. And at number 30, we got the San Jose Sharks. And who are they going to go with? A big player out of the University of Michigan. That's Will Horkoff. 10 points in 18 games. He's a 6'5", 200-pound centerman. That adds some size to their lineup, and I think that you can't go wrong with Will Horkoff at number 30 to the San Jose Sharks. Moving on to number 31, the Philadelphia Flyers with their third pick in the first round. And this time they're going to take a chance on a player by the name of William Moore, who played for the NTDP. 59 points in 64 games. He's a 6'2", 175-pound center. I thought he did really well at the U18s, and I think that boosted him back into the first round talk. And I think the Flyers would be smart to take him at number 31. And the last pick of the first round, number 32, we got the Calgary Flames. And who are they going to go with? The tenacious, hardworking Milton Gastrin from Sweden. 42 points in 40 games. He's a 6'1", 194-pound center, and he did really well at the U18s too. And I think that Calgary can't go wrong with taking him at number 32. So that is it for my first round final mock. And like I said before, please help the channel grow by hitting that subscribe and like button. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.